Okay, so in this book, Pirandello visits the idea that characters live on their own. That is, need no assistance from anyone else to exist on their own. Um, this kind of relates back to the idea of Plato's forms, which is that perfect ideals exist outside of the material reality, and that they manifest themselves in material things. Um, and these, when they manifest themselves materially, the material things are imperfect and temporary, whereas the forms are eternal and perfect. And Pirandello basically took this theory, it appears, and just basically modified it. He made the forms sentient characters, and so from that, all the conflict arises between the actors and the characters, which they are trying to depict. So Pirandello basically believes that during the creative process, the author channels characters and their backgrounds and features and their everything that comes with them, and creates events in a story um, off of that. Um, the characters in the six characters play are actually based off of a homeless family that he met, and he felt as if these were real life characters, um, like that he depicts in his stories that had come to show him a play. And a quote to support this, he rather wordily says, "No human brain working in the cold, however stirred up it might be, could ever have succeeded in penetrating far enough, could ever have been in position to satisfy all the exigencies of the play's form. Therefore, the reasons which I will give to clarify the values of the play must not be thought of as intentions that I conceived beforehand, which I prepared myself for the job, and which I now undertake to defend, but only as discoveries which I have been able to make afterwards in tranquility." Um, and that's basically just saying he did not come up with the characters sort of found him, and he channeled everything and it worked out well.
The second prompt mentions that Pirandello could be whimsical, and there are multiple definitions of the word, part of which Webster refers to, resulting from or characterized by whim or caprice, especially lightly fanciful, and he used an example of whimsical decorations. But there's an alternate definition through which it refers to something subject to erratic behavior or unpredictable change, and Pirandello definitely falls more concisely into this second definition, such as when the boy pulls a revolver out of his pocket, or when Madame Pache is called into being out of nowhere. There comes a point when a character becomes so real that it seems to exist outside of the confines of a work. This is shown by the quote from page 12. "That's just it. You have created living beings more alive than those that breathe and wear clothes. Less real, perhaps, but more true." Pirandello is trying to emphasize that not only do these abstract thoughts exist, they exist to a fuller extent than do people in our everyday lives. Something in my own life that I have a passion for is music, and especially classical music. And during the learning process of a piece, the notes on the page eventually take form into a physical sound, but eventually, as the piece becomes more completed, it becomes a living, breathing organism that can exist on its own. Just as Pirandello's characters somehow have a unique emotional weight to them, so does the work of music.
One example from modern entertainment that relates to characters being aware that they are in a play or show is The Office. The Office is a show that aired from 2005 to 2013, and in it, all the characters were well aware that they are being filmed for a documentary. And we can see that all these characters were well aware of this due to the fact that there are interviews with each character expressing how they felt and what they felt during specific moments. A common theme The Office and other shows like it exhibits is a theme of meta-theatricality. What that is a play, or in this case a TV show, that describes an aspect of it that directly draws attention to it being a TV show. By applying this theme, readers are more able to connect with characters on a personal level because these characters say exactly what they're feeling. Because these characters express their own feelings exactly how they mean them to, they become living entities. An example of this is Michael Scott from The Office. His flamboyant and outgoing character has created a character for himself that lives on beyond the show. The theme of meta-theatricality is even extended into the play. How should we have any other reality? What for you is an illusion to be created is for us our unique reality. This quote was said by the father, and it really explains how his reality is real to him, since he exists in it and is very aware of it.